Okay, hi. Doing this. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So here's your last assignment. This is the 6 frames assignment. And um, those of you who haven't done it yet, and if you've done it before, it's good to just do it again because you get better every time. Um, I I did this myself. It took weeks to do it properly, and then when I just did it to see if it was a good idea, and it's a great idea. It's a great way to really send home the learning. So up until this point, I've been teaching you vocabulary and ways to see, and so now you take that and incorporate that into this assignment, and um, and here's how to do it. So what the overall assignment is this: it's take a scene that you like from any film and break down the aesthetics of that scene. And because it takes a long time to do, and because like half the students are like, nah, and just like, I'm asking at a minimum you do 6 frames. And now I'm thinking about it, I should say 9 frames. I named it 6 frames, but it should be 9. Nine's pretty deep. If you do 9, all right, how's this? 6 frames done really well is a C. 9 frames really well, B, and anything above 9 really well is an A. And I'm gonna walk you through it now because what the 6 frames assignment is to storyboard out the scene that you pick, and underneath it discuss the aesthetic choices. So here, for example, let me just actually pull up the Moses breakdown. Yeah. So here, so you want the shot breakdown, the film you chose, the director, when it was released, wow, 9 years ago, and then a link for me. And then first thing you do is you tell me who's going to be in the scene that's important. So this is the scene before John Boyega, before he was John Boyega. I knew this guy was talented. I'm good at that, picking this out. All right, so then you just tell me, first you do synopsis, and you just tell me where I'm at in the movie and what's going on in the scene. So you can even put it in terms of the meta, like this scene is about because because the movie's about this, and at this point of the story, this scene is about this. So like, well, see, let me go a little further. Well, anyway, I'll get there. You give me, so you tell me, just give me some context, in other words, and okay, so I know you tell me who the characters are, who they're playing, director, yeah, tell me the synopsis. So I can say, the scene we're about to see is this film is about, on the big level, it's about aliens attack.
Hello.
Okay, so here, okay, so what you would talk about is the interior frame, right? The lines of lightning pointing towards our hero. We're looking at the back of the hero, and if you remember, where am I at here? If you remember, if you remember, um, we want to start from the back because that allows us to look at him while he's in his private space. So we're behind him, so it gives him private space, but we're looking at him. But then our camera is also pulling back instead of pushing forward. Pulling back is just we're giving him space, in other words, getting him ready while he readies to face that's why they're pulling back. Okay, let's see what else. Here, the motion vector goes, right? It's a beautiful shot. And the tungsten against the blue is really nice. All right, let's see what else. Okay, I love this shot. So on the reverse, okay, so we have from behind, and now, like I tell you all the time, like the hero is going to be in silhouette as he comes forward, okay? So before we're pulling back in space, and then on the flip side, we do the arrow, and then on the flip. So it really is a motion vector like this. and that's the continuity, right? It connects the three phrases, the behind, the medium, and the reverse. It's very nice continuity, see? But so here we have the interior frame, and it's like this, right? And then our hero is here, and he's going to jump out of the interior frame and he's going to be in silhouette, okay? And these two babies are going to go like that, okay? And it's so great because they're going like this, and remember, the arrows are going like this on the hero, and now, so we're pointing to the hero. On the reverse, we're letting the hero come to us. Okay, so that's what's happening. Okay, let me just go back a minute here. Okay, so that's the first phrase, and then now we set. So that was the first one. Turn the page, set up the new setup. Okay, so now he's gonna. What we've done is, as usual, we've anchored in the foreground of the z-axis. In other words, this way. These guys are. This is the anchor. Okay, it's the biggest. Look, it's the biggest graphic weight in the frame. He's teeny tiny in the frame here, and he's gonna motion vector across. Okay, he's gonna go da 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 da. Okay, so here the editor goes from that long shot, and this is a 360 continuity. Long shot, he's teeny tiny. Close up. So what they do here is here's the dominant image graphic weight. We get a nice close up, medium close of the threat. We have him jumping over, so and he's going like the motion vector, like the firecracker turns across the screen. But what that does is it sets up continuity for the next. See? So what the editor did was instead of it's a cheated shot. So instead of going from here just running across the room, and if you really look at it, you can see the CGI. What they did was they cheated it here, and then they did a match cut. That's the continuity, and then back to now he's across the room. Also, the motion vector is going to go, and then that's the end of this phrase, and the reset, or the next part of the phrase, in different space in the building, he's going to continue the motion vector with his body. So that's continuity as well. And then you also want to talk about like the dingy colors of the apartment complex. Let's see. Okay. Fantastic. I love that. I forgot about that. Okay. So the editor allows, and that's neorealism. Remember, neorealism is using the elements within the world of the film as, as elements of the film itself. Formalism is when you interject. But here, the editor is going to allow an interior wipe. It's going to go total black for just a second with one of the monsters. And it's going to wipe across, and then we're going to reset. It's beautiful. I love it. That's great. Okay, finish the motion. Okay, one of my another reason I've always loved John Boyega as an actor is he's in belief. This is unity. This is belief. Okay, he believes he's running from an alien. Now you think about it, he's not running from an alien, but his body, you can see like every muscle is committed to that. When he hits the wall, he hits the wall. He's committed. That's unity and that's belief. If he was half-assing it, you'd be taken out of it. But this locks you in. Watch, I'll do it without sound. Just watch his body. That's how committed he is. He really, right? Lovely. Okay. And then the editor is so clever. He bookends the editing with another interior wipe. Watch. right? Right? Okay. It's another interior white. So Boyega comes across, right? And they have this lovely arrow here, and then the typical vertical, the gel cell arrows, the crack color, the blinking lights. Yeah, okay, gorgeous. Here's your, here it is, right? And he's locked between these two. Beautiful. Look at that. So committed, okay? And he is athletic, so committed. Jumps, and then they reset after the cover. So they reset, and again, so they're keeping it going this way. The motion vectors are always, that's consistent, okay? Now he's going to come across. Look at that. Look how committed he is when he runs. That is fantastic. His body, every muscle is unique. Right? Fantastic. Like, really running after a monster. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so to blow time into this, first of all, I always tell you this, right? You've seen this, I hope, a lot this semester, the two colors, and you have a long corridor. Remember that other film with the girls and she was getting in trouble? They had the same thing, for example. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so he comes in, he's really running. Anyway, so he comes in and he goes, they allow him to go across the frame and then they reset. See, and they reset because that's where he came in on the frame, the last segment. So here he is again on this side. Now he's going to run, and now the camera is at monster level, and in other words, nipping at your heels. So that's playing with an archetype that we all understand, like when you're running from something, and it's from the point. So it's not from his head; it's from his feet. Monster, and then he's gonna. Let's see what he does. Yeah, nice cheat. See now here, okay. Here, he doesn't start here. Here he's already here, and he gets caught. This is frame magnetism. He gets caught at this end of the frame, and so 2/3, 1/3, right? And here they're just getting bigger and bigger, and that's how they're making that work. Yeah. And then, okay. So that's that phrase. And now this phrase is saying, like, this is the moment when he commits and he becomes a superhero. Okay, so we're looking up at him, right? We're looking up. That's superhero stuff. And then we got the beautiful, like the Tori Amos, the gurney lights. Here we go. And then, like, in other words, the lights of Thor, just like these lights over his head. And we're looking up, and he, look how committed. Look how committed. Okay, hang on. So here, the reset, nice slow motion. Right. So he's committing, he's running, and then we're going to reset from inside the apartment, and the doors are going to actually separate the frame. I just recorded this whole thing, and then it nice. See that? Okay, so he's popped open, straight ahead. Okay, that's such a great cheat. That way, he throws it. It's eye guiding. Lands here, and then the next shot is just the landing, and then this. So it looks like you're in the room this way. Which is the cheat. I know. Yeah, no, this is great. So he comes in this way, and then they flip it. Here's a fantastic 180-degree rule. They flip it to create confusion, and it's a 1-second flip. It's so great. So he comes in this way. So good. They reverse the shot and do another pop open, and then they reverse it again. See? Ah! And when he pulls away, he goes like this. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, right? Did you die? That's so good. All right. So right. So the side. I just want you to hear like they're gonna go chink with the sword if you can hear it. It's obviously not in the scene, but you believe it. It's unity. Hear that? Chink. Okay, and then the next phrase is pure, straight out of comic books. Okay. Head down, and he looks up. So we got the editing, dancing of eyes. Now we're going to look at what he's seeing. Okay, so here's the frame and the monsters, and they're all in the frame. Okay. Yeah, rack focus, right? And then the close up to create, a tension. Now before we're medium, now we're close because the tension has started. So now we're, and that panic look wouldn't be half as panicked if it was in a medium. It has to be up in his grill, right? to coin a phrase. All right, and then let me see. Yeah, the next shot they give you this in the frame. So remember, the first shot of them it was just them, and the frame was containing them. The second shot, as you get more attention, you get a little bit, and then now we're going to get extreme close up on the problem. And then when they do the next one, they're going to give you the whole frame because what they do is they make the hands come out, and that creates, and you wouldn't get that otherwise. It creates, See that? See that? Extra close. Hooray! Oh no! No! No, Moses! No! Oh my God! What's gonna happen? Oh no! He totally survives. Don't worry about it. Okay, so let me just show it one more time. It's beautiful. So you see how they're getting closer in increments as they're building tension. So in this third shot, remember the first one, this wasn't even in there. The second one, you got this. So they're getting you ready. And the third shot, they give you this to make this happen. Look at this. Yeah, right? But this happens, and you need this for this to happen. All right, so that's that. So if you just kind of do that, but better on paper, it's golden. And I look forward. I mean, you should start now. Let's say like the 4th or something. It's 4 weeks. I mean, don't wait for the last night. You won't be proud of it, and you won't learn anything. And if you got to do it, you might as well get something out of it, and you get a lot out of it. All right, I'm also going to do a part 3, but I'm going to stop this video here in case you're losing your mind. Okay, but this is the stuff to walk through. Okay, rock and roll. Good luck. Oh, and yeah, all right. I'll put the link. All right, see ya. Bye.